What's up, YouTube? What's up, Anchor app? It's your boy, Big Baby Jonathan here. Welcome to episode 312 of the Bigbabyjonathan Sports podcast. And on today's show, I got a lot to talk about. My top 10 greatest duos of all time. LeBron's legacy, can it be tarnished if he doesn't win a championship in LA? And also, Prime Shaq said his Prime Lakers could beat the Prime Bulls in the 7-game series. That we're going to talk about that and so much more here live on YouTube and here recording from my Anchor app. Let's talk about my top 10 greatest duos of all time, man. Starting at number 10, I'm going to go with Magic Johnson, James Worthy. The reason I picked Magic Johnson, James Worthy is their ability to play defense, play hustle, grit, grind. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Daniel Hall, live here on YouTube, man. Appreciate you. The reason I picked the Magic and James Worthy is because they play at a high level. Their defense was crazy, toughness, grit, grind. You know what I mean? Just this energy, the toughness that we're able to do on the 90-night basis each given night. I just love Magic Johnson, James Worthy, just the ability that they do on the court 90-night basis. They had those tough games versus the Boston Celtics, the Detroit Pistons, and the Bulls. James Worthy made timely shots, hustle, grit, grind plays, man. I really like what they do. Number 9, I'm going to go with KG and Paul Pierce. The reason I picked them, because there was a lot of lists was studying all day and night and came up with them. The reason I picked KG and Paul Pierce, just the ability that they're just great at what they do. They play passion, hustle. They are the first team to create the super team. They are the first team to win the championship in the first year of the Big Three era. But I'm just going by the list that I came up with. So number 9 is the Celtics, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. I know a lot of Laker fans, but no Celtics on your channel. It's keeping it 100. I keep 100 on my channel all the time, and Daniel Hall knows that. And everybody in the comments knows that I keep 100. So it's all good. That's how I have them at 9. KG and Paul Pierce, they're talented at what they do. Just the energy that they bring, the hustle, the grit, the grind, toughness, passion that they bring. Paul Pierce can drop 30. Kevin Garnett can drop 25 and 10, 3 blocks. Just what they do on a 9-day basis. So they're at number 9. And number 8, Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol. The reason I picked Pau Gasol and Kobe right here for number 8, I feel like there's more duos better than, in my opinion, Kobe and Pau. So I'm going to give you right here. Kobe Bryant and Pau are really great at what they do. Just that 1-2 pick and roll combo that they do on a 90 basis in the game against Orlando in the finals, and then beating Boston game 7. Just that whole playoffs in 2010, 2009 season, they're on going missions. Kobe Bryant made Pau Gasol really tough. In 2008 we got beat. We got beat by Boston, and Pau Gasol made him tough. You know what I mean? Pau Gasol got toughened up by Kobe Bryant. Y'all can go back in that 2008 NBA Finals. Pau Gasol got bullied by Kevin Garnett, Kendrick Perkins, Leon Poe, P.J. Brown. All those players, we lost that series. All those players, we lost that series. We overcame that and won 2 straight titles. Kobe toughened Pau Gasol, wasn't backing down from anybody that next season. Not anybody. He was talking mess in that next season. He was getting into it with Michael Petrus from Orlando Magic in that finals. He's getting in people's faces, Rashard Lewis's, Dwight Howard's face. He wasn't scared. You know why? Because Kobe being Bryant put toughness in him. He put toughness in Pau Gasol. If y'all can see, the 2008 season got bullied. 2009, 2010, he toughened up, got us a ring. Pau Gasol is a Laker legend, and he deserves his jersey retired in Los Angeles. Kobe even mentioned that he should deserve his jersey retired, and he even said if it wasn't for Pau, Lakers. To be honest, if it wasn't for Pau, Lakers would have won. Like, I'm a Laker fan. Like, you have to have great talent with you to win. If Pau Gasol wasn't a Laker, I don't think we win a championship in 2008 or 2000. Pau Gasol helped us. We just need an extra piece. He helped us. That's why I put Pau Gasol and Kobe. Just Kobe's demeanor with Pau on the court, man, it was tremendous. The high pick and low, the passing. Just like every time Pau would make a mistake, Kobe would be like, "Do this better." Like, he'll call him out. Pau would be like, "Okay," and then they'll do the thing. So that's why I have them at number. Let me see here. At number 8. Number 7, Tim Duncan and David Robinson. The reason I picked Tim Duncan, David Robinson, number 7 is Tim Duncan's a great player. Back to the basket, post up, fade away. Just his demeanor on the court. Same with David Robinson. David Robinson is very passionate. I just love his energy on the court, man. Like, just Tim Duncan would drop 30 points, 15 rebounds. David Robinson would drop same amount, like 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Just defensive energy was there. Those when they won their first title against New York Knicks, Tim Duncan was dominant. David Robinson was dominant. They had a great team. They had Avery Johnson over there, Greg Popovich. They had that group of guys over there that could be at the highest level. Greg Popovich was a great coach. He toughened them up. He's a winner at what he does. So I have Tim Duncan and David Robinson at number 7. Number 6, I'm going to go with Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars at number 6. The reason I have Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas at number 6 is because I feel like they just had a different type of tenacity on the court. Just the energy, just as what Isaiah Thomas is able to do on the court with his passing ability, his scoring ability. That Detroit Pistons team was very tough back in the day. They beat the Bulls. They were tough on them. They played that ground and pound, punch you in the face. They get away with it. But Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas, 1-2 punch combo is up there, man. It's up there. Really like what they did back in the day in the 90s. The hustle, the passing ability from Joe Dumars, the toughness that they brought against the Bulls with Dennis Rodman, Beer Lambier, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, John Sally, all those great players showed why they could beat Michael Jordan. They weren't scared of Michael Jordan back in the 90s. They roughened them up. And I just feel like Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas stepped up in those big moments. So for me, they're number let me see here. They're number 6 on my list for the greatest duos of all time. And number 5, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Up there. You got to put them up there. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, great 5 on my list because it was unfair when they played. They would throw lobs to each other from half court. LeBron James would turn up 99 bases. And then those playoff moments, they would turn up. In key situation, LeBron showed why he was the best player in the league. Dwayne Wade was 2011 when they won. So Dwayne Wade was still the second. Kind of going into everybody's talking about Dwayne Wade. Best shooting guard in the league. Kobe was still in the league, so it was still Kobe, then Dwayne Wade, then James Harden, then so forth and so forth. So for LeBron and Dwayne Wade was a great asset to LeBron's career in the sense of Dwayne Wade was a winner. LeBron was coming into that franchise in Miami. LeBron hasn't won any titles yet, and then Dwayne Wade and LeBron got that chemistry. They had some great moments in playoffs, man. They had some they just had great playoff moments, I know Bosh was part of that era, but I feel like it was more. I know Bosh took those big shots down the stretch in those crunch time situations, but overall, if you really look at it, kind of Chris Bosh was left out of the conversation when it came to the big 3. It would always be the big 2, and they would leave Bosh up. But for this list, I have LeBron James and Dwayne Wade at number 5. Number 4, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Larry Bird, arguably the best small forward of all time. We'll get into that for another discussion on my next show, which may be tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale, one of them, one of the best skilled big men. His ability to get to the basket, pump fake, left hand, layup, right hand, playing that physical defense. Larry Bird is very great at shooting, man. Like, if you leave Larry Bird open, it's going in 98% of the time. Just their ability to score, play defense, just overall, their game offset each other. Kevin McHale will turn up. Larry Bird will turn up. They were turning up in the playoffs when they beat my Lakers. They made timely shots, play defense, and they like they're up there. Y'all gotta this was the list that I came up with, so they're up there. I'm just keeping it real. I always keep it real on my channel, and Daniel Hall knows that I keep it real. Shout out to Daniel Hall for being here online, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in to my live show. Let me see. Number 4 is Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Okay, number 3, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for 3rd best on my top 10 duos of all time. Number 3 is Kareem and Magic. They're arguably one of this is the debate I had. Who's better? All these players I'm picking right now, or Magic Johnson and Kareem? I have Magic Johnson and Kareem at 3 is because I just feel like that they number 3 because they're one of the best 1-2 punch of all time. One of the best. I'm not saying the best. One of the best. Just Magic Johnson's ability get rebounds, facilitate. He averaged 11 assists in his career. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that skyhook that Kareem does, arguably unstoppable move. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played in today's NBA, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. He'd be averaging 35 points and 20 rebounds and 10 blocks. Nobody would be able to stop that skyhook. Not nobody. I don't care if you put Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, any great defensive player. If you put Gobert, if you put Quint Capella, any great big man, Joel. If you put Joel Embiid on Kareem, it would be unstoppable for Kareem. So Kareem, man, is up there with one of the greatest duos with him and Magic Johnson's ability to score, get rebounds, facilitate, just his energy on the court with him, just like it was dominant at times, I know they lost a couple championships, but they bounced back from the championships and they showed resiliency, hustle, toughness. They showed mental toughness. When they lost to Boston, they bounced back and won championships from that. Like Kareem is a great basketball player, A lot of big men should call up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and work on your post game. A lot of these big men in today's NBA just want to shoot threes and dance and laugh. No, you get in the post, call Kareem, work on your game. That's what I would do if I was in the NBA, because I'm a big man. I like to play in the post, like that physicality. If I was in the NBA, let's get in the post, barbecue chicken, right hand, left hand. So they're number 3 on my list, but number 2 is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. The reason I say Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen is, even though that Michael Jordan won those championships, Scottie Pippen had something to do with that as well. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, Michael Jordan did everything by himself. No, he didn't. He had Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr. He had all these great players, but those two turned up when they needed to turn up. They turned up when they needed to. Just like overall, Michael Jordan dominated in the playoffs. So Scottie Pippen, like Scottie Pippen has 6 rings. If Scottie Pippen wasn't on those championship teams, I don't think Michael Jordan would win as 6. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I don't think Michael Jordan would have had 6 championships without Scottie Pippen. You can't win by yourself. It's impossible to win by yourself. You have to have a star team to win in the NBA. I know the only person that did that was Kawhi Leonard on Toronto. He won a championship by himself with no stars, like big stars. He had Siakam, Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, but you know what I'm talking about? Like he just had the passion to win it without any big time superstars. So it's crazy that I have them at 3. Actually 2, excuse me. I have them at 2. But for my number 1 greatest duo of all time, Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal. The reason I picked Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal for the best duo of all time, and Shaq can agree with me, they were the most dominant duo of all time, and I say it right here, they're the most dominant duo. If you put Shaq and Kobe versus anybody's domination duos, Shaq and Kobe would win. You know why? Because who's going to guard Shaq in the post? Kareem and Shaq in the post. Shaq would just bully him, dunk on him. Kobe Bryant would go by Magic Johnson. It would be crazy if they can do that. I did that on NBA 2K before I played Shaq and Kobe versus Magic and Kareem. Kobe and Shaq won because I was with Shaq and Kobe. I dropped 50 points with Shaq and 10 rebounds. It was just crazy game that I played on 2K. It was fun. But yeah, that is the reason I picked Shaq and Kobe for the best duo of all time. Like they worked off of each other. So I know a lot of times is that there was potential bad blood between them. It was just competitive basketball. It was just business. They competed at a high level as a teammate, and off the court, they didn't like each other. They liked each other. It was just competitive. At the end of the day, when you play basketball and you play sports, same with podcasts, I'm very competitive about what I do. I'm going to go on somebody's podcast and podcast with them. There may be arguments. There may be talking over somebody, but at the end of the day, it's competitive podcasting. At the end of the day, it's part of the podcast. You get competitive just like the NBA, just like any sport. It's going to be competitive, man. Let's get in. I'm done with my top 10 greatest duos of all time, and still got a couple more rundowns before the show's over, you guys. But if LeBron does not win an NBA championship, will that mess up his legacy? I'm gonna keep it real. I know everybody thinks I bash LeBron. I don't bash LeBron, and I don't know. Can I bash his legacy if he doesn't win? I'm gonna keep it real. I think it does to a certain extent because you come into Los Angeles, high-powered organization in Los Angeles Lakers, and you don't win a title. You win everywhere. Cleveland, Miami, you don't win in LA. That's going to be a gap, Like LeBron didn't win in LA. He should be fifth on my all-time greatest players of all time. So you have to win in LA. I don't care what anybody says. You have to win, You have to win in Los Angeles, Appreciate Jake, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you tuning into the live, man. The reason I think that LeBron James' legacy will be tarnished a little bit if he doesn't win, because in LA you got to win. You got to win in LA. I don't care if you have a 10 All-Star or 5-time All-Star lineup plus 5 All-Stars on the bench. You don't win, complete failure. So LeBron has to produce in LA to win championship. That's the model what the Lakers bring. The Lakers brand is winning. Ain't about, let's get better. 49-14, make the playoffs, losing the first round. Hell no. That's not all. Los Angeles Lakers ain't all about that. They're all about rings, producing championships. They don't care about selfie banners. They don't care about putting Western Conference finals up in the rafters. They don't care about none of that. They care about winning NBA championships and putting banners up there with rings on them. That's how we roll in LA, And I'm not being harsh. I'm keeping it real. I keep it real. You know what I mean? People that listen to me and watch me on my channel, I keep it real. Everybody that's listening to me right now can agree with me. I keep it real, So it's just, I'm very passionate about what I talk about. I'm very passionate about what I bring to the table as a Laker fan. Us Laker fans and everybody that's Laker fans can agree with this. If you don't produce in LA, don't bring any rings, it's a complete failure for me. That's how I feel, that's how I feel as a Laker fan. If you do not produce rings in LA, it's going to be failure. But here's the thing. If the season, that's the other thing too. If the season does get canceled, LeBron gets a pass because he had nothing to do with what's going on around the world. He gets a pass. That's how he gets a pass. If the Lakers season gets canceled, I'm gonna bring that up. If the season does get canceled, how would I feel? It'd be upsetting, but the Lakers season would be, for me, because it's like, we can't say it's a failure because the Lakers season, if it does get canceled, but there's optimism right now to turn the season around, which I think they will be, But for me as a fan, season gets canceled, I'm gonna give the Lakers the A++. They had a tremendous year, 49-14, and LeBron, you had an amazing season. That's what I'm saying. If the Lakers season does get canceled, LeBron gets A++. It's not his fault that all this stuff's going around, so he gets a pass. He had a great season, A++. 17 season, dominating high level. Anthony Davis turning up. And speaking of Anthony Davis, there are already whispers around the league that it's already a done deal that AD is going to stay a Laker. And I already knew that. Bigbabyjonathan already knew that AD was going to resign. I already knew what's been going. I already know. I'm not surprised with all this stuff with the Lakers. I'm not surprised about us being back in championship contention because I have faith in this organization. I love what I talk about, so I brought positivity to my Lakers. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Let me see here. Shout out to Kobe Cards, Bigbabyjonathan Squad. Yep, everybody in the comment section type Bigbabyjonathan Squad. But yeah, it's just crazy. All this stuff that's going on. Hopefully we get the season back going, man. Let's see here. Now I'm going to switch to the final topic of the day. In the 7-game series, who would win? The 2001 Los Angeles Lakers or the 72-10 Chicago Bulls? The reason I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Lakers, who's going to stop Shaq? Dennis Rodman? No. Anybody on that Bulls team could stop Shaq? Hell no. Shaq would drop 30 points and 10 rebounds. Kobe dropped 28. We had great role players that stepped up big time. Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, Ron Harper, AC Green, all these great role players stepped up. I love this team. I love that team. So I feel like that Laker team, that 2001 Laker team, can beat the Laker. That Laker 2001 Laker team can beat that Bulls dynasty. I guarantee you, if you put them up in the 7-game series, Lakers will win. Because Shaq would be dominant. Kobe would make timely shots. This Laker role players would step up, make timely shots. Phil Jackson's a great coach. He's a great coach. You know, it's like, but that's the thing. If it's the 2001 Lakers versus the Lakers or the Chicago Bulls dynasty, maybe Phil Jackson's coaching both teams and see what happens, man. I'm excited about this list that I did, man. And yeah, man, I'm going to end this show. And everybody in the chat, appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate everybody listening to me live here on YouTube and Anchor app. And I'm going to end this show. I'm going to leave all my social media link in the description. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., I'm going to be live talking to you guys. If you guys want to be featured on my podcast, you know, just go to my Instagram right now, everybody, and comment your questions. I'm going to read some on live. I'm going to interact with you guys again. I love talking to my fans, man. Big Baby Jonathan squad, man. You guys are amazing, man. I love you guys. So until then, Laker Nation, peace out. Go Lakers. One love.